Hello. Can you guess what we're up to? Something super duper?
Something fun.
Yeah.
And if you saw us on Instagram earlier, we had a little shopping trip today, which was fun and interesting.
And
From
gross
a scientific
all at the same time.
Yes. Yeah. So this weekend, I don't know if you know,
There's a big game
some
on
kind of
TV.
game that people are doing, and people get together and have parties, and that's cool. And so we have some ideas for you for your football party this weekend, and some ideas that maybe you want to avoid too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the traditional food that's served at these events.
I'm gonna show them a little closer.
Yeah, it's not so cool. And we hear a lot of people get belly aches and headaches and I mean, is it really worth it?
We should have brought some supplements back.
Yeah, right?
We'll tell
Some
you later
enzymes.
what kind of stuff you can take after you eat some of this stuff.
Yeah, but we have just as delicious, if not more delicious, options for you. But there's absolutely no reason to have to go purchase that traditional stuff that you eat. If you're going to a party and you need something to bring, or you're hosting people, or you're at a party and maybe they have some good stuff and bad stuff, then you know maybe what you should eat. So I don't know, should we start with like appetizer kind of things, like these chips?
Yes. When we were looking for chips for like the bad example, and I knew exactly which ones my kids always want to grab. It's so funny because they say the word jacked on them.
Yeah,
that's good for them, but we were reading the ingredients in the aisle and laughing, actually.
Yeah, we talk about this almost every week, but monosodium glutamate, which is the long name for MSG, is the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4th ingredient on this list.
Yikes.
So that's great.
Yeah.
Along with red dye number 40, blue dye number 1, yellow dye number 6, red dye number 40 lake, yellow dye 6 lake, and it keeps going on.
Yeah.
Corn syrup solids.
Yeah, maybe having colorful chips is big on your list, and then that might be what you want. But we wanted to offer an alternative that is very similar in flavor, not quite as jacked, but none of those things are on this list. In fact, there is no coloring at all in this, and it's pretty good actually. We have this and lots of other chips, of course, but we tried to find something that was similar to this chip, and this is about as close as we can get. So this is Nacho Chipotle by Late July, and they're pretty great. I mean, they're pretty good. There is actually cleaner alternative chips, but they may not be as colorful, but there's some other good ones out there.
I hear nachos are kind of a big thing on game day.
Yes, yes.
If you need to pair it with something, you know, here, I'll be the bad guy again.
Good cop, bad cop.
French onion dip. Sounds like something a lot of people just crack the soap and pour it in a dish, you know, goes good with your chips.
Yeah.
Also contains modified tapioca starch.
Which you don't need. You don't
Glucono
need it.
delta lactone. Monosodium glutamate, again.
Look it up and research the side effects of MSG.
Caramel color.
For example, I get heart palpitations when I have MSG. I can tell when something's had it in there. And it's really a gross substance, I think.
Yeah.
And it's so easy, and actually we didn't bring it out. If you have dairy issues, we have the Green Valley Organic Sour Cream. We have the Simply Organic French Onion Dip Mix. You just pour it in there. You don't have to measure. You just pour it in the container and mix it up, and you have perfect onion dip with dairy that's dairy-free and clean. And you can use these with it.
And we have clean guacamole.
Easy, because you wouldn't believe how many. Thanks. You wouldn't believe how much guacamole had junk in it. And like, why does guacamole need anything?
No, it doesn't. It shouldn't.
It doesn't need it.
So if you don't want to make your own, or you don't have avocados that are laying around, this is just avocado, tomato, peppers, onion, lime, cilantro, sea salt. It's the stuff that you would make it with.
Right.
It's already
Good stuff. And done. So if you're looking for convenience, we've got that too. What else? I'll let you be good cop this time.
Okay. Well, I'm certainly an advocate for kombucha for a lot of gut health reasons. But you know, the first thing when people come over your house, you offer them something to drink, right? A lot of you are probably consuming wine, beer, adult beverages, etc. And that's cool.
Something fizzy.
Yeah, but if you're looking for something that can kind of help mellow you out and it is a good gut healthy drink, get a huge family-sized bottle of this kombucha. It's like the same size as this blue stuff.
Yeah, this blue stuff. Check this out. Now, where does that color come from? I don't think there's anything
that I know of
that really makes that color other than paint, maybe. And I like the way it says charged with raspberry, citrus flavor, and ginseng. See, so everyone's trying to be natural, but this one, the fun thing about this one, second ingredient is high fructose corn syrup. It's got sodium benzoate, it's got caffeine, gum arabic. Oh, it does have Panax ginseng. Look at that blue 1, red 40.
Should we also point out that it has the, what was that sweetener?
Oh,
you said the corn syrup, because it contains 46 grams of sugar per serving.
And there's 6 servings
46.
in here. 46 grams of sugar.
Do you know that that's what you should have in your whole day?
Your whole day, yeah.
This has 2 grams of sugar. And you wouldn't even know, 'cause it's delicious. Yeah,
and
like,
probiotics and ginger.
come on, guys.
Don't choose
Don't
this.
do that.
Oh, you could choose Zevia, of course.
Yeah, over soda? Your
No,
pets
that's right.
around soda for the kids? Right.
And this is Mountain Zevia, or Zevia. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, so
actually,
it's
similar, except you'll notice that this is clear. And my kids, when they first had it, they were like, why is it clear? Is it going to have any flavor? It has plenty of flavor. It's really good.
yeah.
And no sugar.
no sugar.
Or
This is
preservatives.
not going to jack your kids up and have them,
Anything.
you know, running around like crazy.
No
man.
caffeine.
It's a Sunday, so remember, you have work the next day. And school. It's
Yep.
not a national holiday, so
Do
go
not
easy on the
jack your
sugar.
kids up. No.
Yeah. What's another
What's
app?
next?
You know, I see a lot of these recipes online for mac and cheese balls.
Right.
Which sound delicious.
Yeah, it does.
Like you roll them up and then bake them and have breadcrumbs or whatever.
Carby goodness, yeah.
Yeah. So like, I mean, come on, everybody's heard of this, right?
Yes.
Carolyn had suggested we choose the one with the 2% milk, so
The
it's
light one.
reduced.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then maybe you think you're doing something good by
But you're not.
purchasing this. But you know what? When they have to get it to be light and remove some of the milk fat, it's just more processing that goes into it.
Right.
It's farther away from its natural self, as if this was anything
Yeah.
ever close to natural.
They're replacing it with something. So
Yeah.
you can be sure.
Yeah. Canola oil, lactic acid, which is sodium alginate. Don't know what that
We
is.
didn't look that one up.
Yeah.
We looked at a couple of them up. We didn't look up soda. I didn't look up sodium alginate.
Sorbic acid as a preservative, artificial color, so that's fun.
Yeah.
You know, I
You
probably
don't need
don't
artificial
have to,
color
no.
in cheese.
No.
Because like we have mac and cheese mixes here that have plenty of yellowness in them. Because cheese, like cheddar, has that in it,
Yeah.
and you don't have to add color, but they want theirs super yellow. So I
look
guess if you want
appetizing.
super yellow, then yeah.
So like, why not grab a bag of this instead, right?
Oh, those are so good.
These are our veggie bites. You just stick them in the oven and heat them in a similar way that you would be, and actually it takes you a lot less time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like I have a convection oven, and it makes these such quick work of these. It takes 10, 12 minutes. They get crispy, and they're really, really good to dip in. Well, my favorite thing I always talk about is Tessemae's ranch dressing. Yeah, it's super clean. It's paleo, and they taste particularly good dipped in that. In fact,
Yeah.
some might come home with me again tonight. So I'm trying not to shock the table today.
But what a good idea for the.
It's
for
really
the-
good.
Yeah.
Great for parties. crisp them up.
millet, broccoli, beans, coconut oil, carrots, onions, garlic, apple cider vinegar, psyllium husk, which is a fiber, natural fiber.
Right.
Salt, arrowroot, and basil and oregano. I mean, there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Easy prepared. Another favorite, I'm not stepping on you. Another favorite appetizer is a little bit of salami, like a meat and cheese plate. I mean, how bad could that be, right? It's, you know, it's okay, but there is some preservatives in it. First of all, so our questions that we ask is, where did the meat come from? We are concerned about ethics of farming and animals and being humane with them. And so we have no idea on that. But this has things in it like sodium nitrate, of course, BHA, BHT, which are kind of scary additives, which we looked up. There's a lot of words when you look up those preservatives, that a lot of words like, you know, don't let this in the environment, don't let it contaminate your water. It's like, oh, but it's in my meat product. So yeah, that's not a good sign for us. So we carry all better alternatives.
Soprasata. Pork, sea salt, a little bit of sugar. You know, like, what else do you really need? If you talk to somebody that actually cures meat, that's it.
Right.
There's actually
wine and garlic.
such little sugar in here that it's not even listed on the nutritional facts. So
it's got less salt than this one too. This one has a lot of salt.
Yeah,
this one even says, it says BHA, DHT with citric acid added to help protect flavor. Like, yeah, it has to defend itself right on the front.
Yeah.
So
No,
yeah,
this is
pork with no antibiotics ever. So, you know, a better choice for sure.
Roll up your cheese, roll up your olives,
Yep.
make your own deli sandwiches with some of the clean bread that we have here.
Yep.
Rolls. Why not?
Should we do the meatballs?
Yeah. Don't you love like meatballs on a you know, your little toothpick things in a platter? They're easy to serve, right?
Yeah, Swiss meatballs, or you can do Italian style. Really easy, right? And these are super affordable. Also, we noticed.
Yeah,
and then we looked at the really long list. The first ingredient on these is mechanically separated chicken, textured soy flour, dextrose, and it goes on. You know, there's some other stuff in there.
That screams so ethical, doesn't it?
Yeah, and mechanically separated chicken.
Yeah.
So I'm always an advocate of research, so check out what that means, and that did not come out right. Check out what that means is what I meant to say. And these are super convenient, but we do have an alternative. And these are meat-free though, right?
Yeah, we've got meat, but figured this might be a good time to appeal to some of the vegans and vegetarians
These
watching
are good,
with us. These are delicious.
You won't even miss the meat in these.
No, these are absolutely delicious. Italian-style eggplant meatballs.
Good texture.
Yeah, and it's just basically eggplant in here with some sea salt spices and of course a little bit of oil in here. But yeah, you don't need to picture the nastiness of what goes into making this.
I mean, happy eggplants went into those meatballs for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
Ooh, should we?
Yeah, we can talk about this.
No, you want me to do the bad one? 'Cause
Sure.
And you knew what was in this one.
I did.
This is ours from our deli.
Farm to Market Cafe.
This is from another store in their deli.
Yeah. And it's not, honestly, this one's not terrible.
No,
It's just
it isn't.
when you're thinking about what's going in your body. So with what's in this one?
Yeah, so cabbage is a base for coleslaw, but sugar, and they don't tell us how much. My guess is there's probably quite a bit in this. Vinegar, and then they're using a very popular brand of mayonnaise, which we're all familiar with. It's got a blue cap on it, which has soybean oil, maybe not, the greatest choice, dextrose, more sugar, lemon juice, calcium disodium EDTA used to protect quality.
Oh.
The same BHT.
Well, because these are things that are mass produced.
Right.
Whereas, I mean, you can't really fault them for that. They have to do that because they make everything in such large quantity. So when you shop small, like when you shop at us, you get something like this that has been made this week by Chef Chris and Robin. And so the ingredients are similar. This is cabbage from our produce department, so it's organic cabbage, carrots, and I just asked Robin about it, and she said, she goes, it does have veganese and a little bit of red wine vinegar and a little pinch of sugar, and it looks like it has some pepper in there too, and that's pretty much it. It's very simple. They don't preserve it, and because we have to sell it fast. We don't make huge batches. We make anyone who's come to our cafe knows we don't have.
It's homemade.
We are making it all the time, and so that's what this is: a nice, clean coleslaw. And veganese is an awesome product. And we love it.
Yeah, they don't use eggs. That's why it's a vegan product. They don't use eggs, and it's delicious. I turned my family onto it, and we don't have regular mayonnaise anymore.
And we're not even vegan.
No.
And it's just really good.
Yeah. And you can get, there's several different varieties. You can get one
flavors.
with grape seed, or they make a chipotle one.
Yeah, really
whatever
good.
kind of oil. You know, if you don't want it, if you want a soy-free one, which I do, you can get that.
Definitely. Absolutely. How about, which one here? You take the good ones.
Okay.
So this is chicken nuggets. So I have kids, I think I say every week. And they always want chicken nuggets. I don't know. I mean, I always want chicken nuggets too. When it comes down to it,
it's a comfort food.
It's comfort. It's so easy to eat. You can dip it and stuff. And who doesn't want that? And so there's lots of brands out there that sell them, and they have lots of good claims on them. But this one had real cheddar cheese. Okay. There's a lot of stuff in there: sodium acid phosphate, sorbic acid, natamycin.
Show them how long this
It's
ingredient
really
list
long,
is.
guys. Like what? It should be like chicken with breading. It's got huge amounts of ingredients, guys.
This one is so short.
Look at it's chicken, dudes. It's chicken.
And
chicken
it's gluten-free.
Yeah, that's Bell and Evans.
Chicken breast meat, the first ingredient.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it should be?
Yeah.
Marinated in water and sea salt. Hi, Kim. Breaded with rice flour, corn flour, sea salt, xanthan gum. You know, a natural thickener.
Yeah.
Eggs, yeast, cane sugar, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder.
That's it. No.
I get these all the time when I'm craving chicken nuggets. I do.
This has it. Oleo resin paprika. We found that in so many things. We're like oleo resin paprika.
What is that?
And it is an extract of paprika, which is nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing poisonous about it, except that when you look into the manufacturing of it, they have to use solvents to get the extract out of it. So I mean, like, I don't know. It's not a big deal.
It's
a color.
processing.
It's a food coloring is what it is. So just, assess whether or not, if you have sensitivities, whether or not you need to have that extra ingredient in there.
Right.
Oh, we've been looking at this for a while. This is pretty exciting. So then wings. Everybody wants wings, right? At these football parties. At least the guys do, I think.
I do too.
You do?
I
I'm
love
a super
wings.
wing fan.
I love wings.
But, I have more to add to that. But I would probably eat these because they're boneless and they'd be easier. These are wings, W-Y-N-G.
A Z.
And a Z. Yeah. So these, again, super long. It has two separate ingredient lists. One for the chicken part and the other one for the glaze, which has high fructose corn syrup, other corn syrup. Wow, it's got so many things, guys. It's got smoke flavor, which is actually not too bad, but it's got so many things.
Modified food starch, texturized soy protein concentrate,
polysorbate 80.
Yeah, you're gluten free.
Spice
you're not gonna eat
extratives.
this.
Look, it has a whole category. It's broken its additives into categories. Spice
TBHQ.
TBHQ. Ooh, that's not good. I think that's like a flame retardant. I don't know that. Don't quote me on that. But look up these chemicals. TBHQ. Look up BHT. It's bad news, but there's all kinds of junk in that. And this is very inexpensive. I'm sure it tastes okay. But it's also meat. If you don't eat meat, not a good option.
Well, and maybe you want to have it with the
dipping
creamy
sauce.
buffalo wing sauce, which is another really natural flavor. Except maybe it's from pumpkin. No.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the only thing I can think of in nature.
Super orange. Yes,
Yeah.
super orange sauce.
Soybean oil, distilled vinegar, aged cayenne pepper, blah, 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 blah. Modified food starch, propylene glycol alginate, potassium sorbate, sodium benzoate. You're basically eating preservatives in the form of a creamy orange goo.
Yeah, and you can put it on your, maybe you could find some texture, some mechanically separated chicken to put it on.
Sounds delicious.
Let's go. Speaking of chicken, so we have, in addition to, well, you'll see what we're going to talk about this in a second. If you do want chicken wings, we sell Murray's chicken wings. What I like about Murray's is that they are certified humane, so that these chickens have had a good existence and they've been fed right and taken care of in a way that, you know, produces a good product. Certified humane, raised in handles, no hormones, no animal byproducts fed to them, all vegetarian diet, no drugs, no junk, really high quality, and really the price is pretty good. And so you grab a couple packs of this if you're feeding a crowd, or one for your family, and you can make buffalo sauce really easily. Or we have, and if you have food allergies, this stuff is great. It's a paleo and AIP barbecue sauce. It's got no junk. Yeah, and it's nightshade free too. So if you can't have tomato sauce or tomato based thing, this is another good alternative. Cold right now. It's really, really yummy. She hooked us up with some ranch dressing.
Vegan, vegetarian, right?
Yep. No bones. It's really good. It's got a great flavor. We use non-GMO soy. Ooh, it's spicy too.
I'm getting that on the end.
It's got a great flavor. I'm totally talking with my mouth open, or eating with my mouth open. Good stuff. You can put out a platter of this. You can warm it in the oven a little bit. Put it out with all the normal stuff. Everyone will love it. It's really good. It's great cold. We make some great wraps with it too. It's got a lot of flavor. Love that. Want me to pull this over?
Yeah. Another main course here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
we picked this because it was game day edition.
Yeah.
Special edition pizza.
Super appropriate. And it's got 3 kinds of meat on it.
Yeah.
100% real cheese. No artificial flavors. Preservative-free crust. Preservative-free crust. What about the rest of the pizza? I don't know. You know, see, here's the thing. Marketers, food marketers, are extremely smart, and they know ways to get your attention and make you think like this is a great product.
I like the leaf.
They're gonna tell you what you want to hear. Yeah, and this is written in green, which is awesome.
Right.
You know,
Food psychology.
Right. So, I mean, be your own boss when it comes to like what you're choosing to put in your body. Don't let the packaging tell you. You got to do your own research, or just watch us and we can help you.
Right. And also look at the companies that they come from. Like this is a product from a large. I don't know. Can we say that? Can we say where it comes from?
We can show it.
Can we say that?
Ta-da! You've all seen that before. And also, while I'm at it, why don't I show you the itsy bitsy teeny weeny ingredient list that is.
We need lots of room. Lots of room for that.
There, I had some help with that. See all this? See all these words? Ooh. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. I'm not going to go through it. There's probably some mechanically separated meat in 3 forms in here.
If you like mechanically separated meats, that's
Yeah.
a good option. We're just being silly. Or there's other things that are important besides avoiding additives. Although this has no additives, this is local, so we love local too. Wish we could ring a bell for that. This is market pizza, which is already made and it's ready to be popped in the oven and reheated. This comes from Stockton Market. If you've never been down there, you should. It's worth a trip. It's a lot of fun. And this is their mushroom truffle pizza. Here's their ingredients: crimini and various wild mushrooms, balsamic onions, Asiago, fresh mozzarella, Dutch fontina, Parmesan, and white truffle whip.
They're so good.
That's it. And it's already made, and it's beautiful, and it'll impress your friends, and you're not only shopping local with us, we're shopping local with them by buying this. And so this is a wonderfully local produced, I live in Stockton, so it's like crazy local for me. And it's also just really, really good. And think about the food experience you're giving yourself. This is something awesome. And if you're serving to guests, treat them to something special. We usually have a couple different flavors. Shop often though, we get them in as much as we can, but we don't, like I said, these are not made, we don't get 1,000 of these at a time because somebody's physically putting this in an oven, not a robot. Someone is actually doing this, and which we love. It's an art. It's a piece of art.
So no party is complete without dessert, right?
Sweets, we love sweets.
Yeah, like cookies and brownies and easy like grab and go things. I mean, I'm sure maybe you're having ice cream or, I don't know, cakes, pies, whatever, but we thought, you know, this weekend is more like picky food.
Yeah.
So like, you know, you're going somewhere, easy enough to buy a box of this, throw it in the oven, cut it up, bring it with you, which is great. But you're also bringing along some sodium alginate, again, potassium sorbate, mono and diglycerides.
Not a fan.
Yeah, they actually have to add some B vitamins into this because I think it's probably void of nutrients. Otherwise,
lots of sugar though. Oh, yeah, not a lot, I guess, but per serving, what's a serving?
Well, it's 1/16 of that.
No.
I don't know anyone who that's a bite.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a bite. So you could do this, or you could do this.
This is Hail Mary chocolate tarts. I know that they're small, but they pack a punch. And I think anybody who's never had one before, they look at it and they're like, oh, I could eat that whole pack. They get one bite into this, and they're like, whoa, that's rich.
Yeah,
because
it's satisfying.
Yeah, the texture is like, it's like a little bit like fudge,
Dense.
but they're so dense and fudgy, and they've got coconut oil in them. There's no sugar in them. It's maple syrup is the sweetener, and they're pretty sweet. And the base of the crust is like a shredded coconut, and it's got the coconut oil, and it's got cocoa, almond flour. Hi, Carla. And
everyone's so interested.
I love that it says certified clean. I love that. This is vegan, gluten-free, paleo-friendly, dairy-free, non-GMO, kosher, gluten-free. You can't get cleaner. You can't get cleaner. 7 grams of sugar per tart, and you, like I said, you only need one. Yeah. I really don't recommend eating more than one. You'd be like, oh my gosh, what did I do? These are really a treat. You're gonna love them.
So much better than brownies, and they're already made, and they're beautiful.
Yeah. So maybe you want to bring cookies. Maybe you want to put out a spread of cookies for your guests, and that's cool too.
Yeah, I mean, these, I've seen at many, many parties.
Yeah, and this is a hefty thing to bring to a party. It makes a nice presentation.
And, you know, we went and bought this. It was about $7 for this tray. Supposedly they're made, you know, either in-house or at some local baking facility.
Baking factory?
Yeah. Which, you know, is great. Or you could purchase from us, and we purchase from Sweetest,
who was just here.
We
were talking to her.
Yeah.
We were just chatting with her.
And we have our own baker here too. I don't know if Bree's gonna be making anything, but
some cookies over there.
Yeah, and they're all gluten-free. There's no, let's see.
These are awesome.
Gosh.
Where's Cheryl? Cheryl, one of our produce staff, loves these. This is a peanut butter chocolate bar. The top is like a chocolate ganache. They're amazing.
Mono and diglycerides.
Look that up for us.
Potassium sorbate as a preservative. Natural and artificial flavor. Okay. I'll tell you. Vitamin A palmitate. Beta carotene for color. Butter, sugar, eggs, inverted sugar, soy flour, salt, baking soda, natural vanilla flavor. Some raisins and things in here. Sodium metabisulfate as a preservative. Why do we need so many preservatives in cookies?
Well, the list goes down around the label and then down around the corner.
Yeah, I'm still going. Yeah, I mean...
And I was going to say that if you have to have cookies like that, like we have all kinds of brownies and individual treats, but you really have a lot of people. We do offer products like Back to Nature, which are pretty simple. And their list is a lot shorter. I mean, it's still got sugar. It's got 9 grams of sugar in it per serving. You get 2 of the chocolate chip cookies, but it's wheat flour, semi-sweet chocolate, dried cane syrup, safflower oil, brown rice syrup, baking soda, and sea salt. That's it. You're gonna go grab some enzymes. So these taste very familiar. If you had them before, they taste very much like another popular brand of classic chocolate chip cookies. They're crunchy. They're really a good option. And they're pretty affordable. So we think that it's how we paired them with this. We think that's a good option. When you really want to treat yourself, I would go with something like this. They're pretty cool. And you can break these up into smaller pieces and put them on a tray. And now Jenna's brought some stuff that'll show you how to. So say you went to a party and you had no control over the food and you ate all the stuff that you shouldn't have eaten. Well, there's something you can do.
There's a lot of things.
There's a lot of things you could do.
Yeah.
Ooh, charcoal too. But yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
That's right. Let's go for it.
Yeah, I mean, acid reflux, you know, burning, upset stomach, anything. Like, oh, I love this product. It's an enzyme that's got like some marshmallow root and other herbs in it that help calm the digestive tract. I totally should have gotten the charcoal.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
If it isn't heartburn that's getting to you, and maybe you just have some bloated or fatigued, sluggish, that kind of thing going on, you maybe could benefit from just some plain old enzymes. These are really inexpensive. We sell a smaller bottle of the Digest, just this basic one, for $10. So keep a bottle in your purse. Why not, right? There's also digestive bitters, which I swear by. We have smaller bottles of these that are spray bottles. I always keep one in my purse if I feel the slightest twinge of some bloating, discomfort, or I know I've eaten something, like some of the stuff, you know, we've had here, and my stomach is like not going to be too happy about that. Couple of sprays of that to the mouth, or a dropper full of this. Let it sit in your mouth and feel the bitterness of it. You have to taste the bitterness to really activate that. It'll release salivary amylase, which is your body's own natural enzyme base to start digesting food already in your mouth and through into your digestive tract. There are simpler chewable enzymes that we sell. This comes from papaya. It's just like, you know, another chewable tablet that we know of that uses a very different method. You can buy it in drugstores. No side effects with this.
None. It's just food.
So, and it freshens your breath too, because it's got chlorophyll in it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool after you've had some like spicy stuff.
Yeah.
Good thing Carolyn likes me after eating that.
I know. I was just thinking about like.
Ooh, the peppermint.
I know,
Good
and
idea.
I moved the chair closer too. Sorry. This is Heather's peppermint oil tablets, and my kid, or not tablets, excuse me, these are gel cap things, little liquid gels, and it's awesome. They're actually made for IBS symptoms. They have ginger, fennel, and peppermint. They have mostly peppermint in them, but we use them for everything, like anything that my kids or any of us, any of the adults in my house that we have. This is like our number one. Like, we go to this. We take the other ones preventative, and afterwards we definitely take the enzymatica stuff. But like for kids, this is a. I have older kids, so I have like teenagers. We are always grabbing those. I keep them in my purse, and they're really good. Very, very soothing, and they kind of freshen your breath. You kind of get that peppermint thing going.
Sure they would.
They're just invaluable. If you ever see samples of these here, I definitely recommend them. But really, just grab the bottle. You will not be disappointed. It's great to have in the house. Kills if you have like mild nausea or something. Just kills it. Kills it. Just gone. And the other thing we brought out that she had me bring was activated charcoal. These are they're the same product pretty much. This is great stuff. This is like your emergency thing. You went overboard. You had too much to drink. You had too much sugar, and now you're like, oh no, this is gonna stink tomorrow. Charcoal will mop it up. It's extremely absorbent.
Yeah.
It's not something you want to take all the time.
No.
But if you are prone to gassiness and just overeating, and you know those toxins are going to build up, this is going to suck up some of that toxin in your gut and help it get out of your body. How would you describe that? Am I saying that wrong? But
it's
really good
it
stuff.
soaks up what's in there, and it is actually used in hospitals for food poisoning situations, alcohol poisoning, that type of thing.
Yep.
Do not self-diagnose yourself,
No,
or
don't.
you know, we're not medical professionals.
No, we're just
but
saying what we would do.
yeah.
For an example of charcoal, we have goats, and they got into something poisonous last year. And the first thing the vet says is, she's like, well, we would usually say charcoal, but you probably don't have any. I'm like, oh, I have some. I totally have. She's like, really? And we fed them a slurry of charcoal, and it saved their lives.
Wow.
So, like I said, do not.
Yeah.
Not for humans necessarily, you need to talk to your doctor.
Yeah.
But that's an example of what charcoal does and how it can really save your system from just discomfort. You know, it's really a great product to have around.
Yeah.
And it whitens your teeth. But that's another product.
Yeah. Whole another story.
Whole other story. Charcoal's a great thing.
But like, hopefully, maybe you don't even need to resort to these things,
Right.
Because you're making good food choices,
Yeah.
and maybe like come in here and do your shopping. We would be very happy to show you where all of these products are in the store, and then some. If you had something else in mind, come in, say, well, I wanted to make this, but you know, do you have something comparable? We can brainstorm with you. You can work around allergens, something you don't like to eat. Just let us know.
Yeah.
We'll help work with you on that. And check out our Pinterest board, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause we've got a huge selection of
Recipes.
healthier for you type, better for you recipes. So, anything else we need to talk about?
I don't think so. Just have fun this weekend.
Yeah, be safe, drive safe.
Be good to your body and have some fun. And everyone can use fun right now. So enjoy the weekend and enjoy some good food.
Cool. And good luck to both sides,
Both
whomever
sides,
you're rooting
yes. All right.
for. All right. Peace out, guys. Have a good week. Thanks for tuning in.